Right, so here we go again. What's up everyone, welcome to the video. Now for those of you that have been keeping up with my weekly vlogs, you'll know I've spent the last 2 or 3 weeks complaining about my 7-inch build and the weather and stuff like that. If you haven't been watching them, I recommend checking them out. It's a view into the mind of a madman, or possibly a genius, but I'm edging on the side of madness rather than genius. Anyway, yeah, about a month ago I filmed my first attempt at this video, which didn't go as planned. I'll put a link to that up there and down in the video description if you haven't seen it. Basically what I was trying to do was get my 7-inch to land on its own. Now I've always had GPS on my quads, just as a failsafe really. I don't really use them, but I thought it'd be fun to try and try this landing feature. And because I spent my early drone career messed about with DJI drones, the return to home and land was just a natural thing you had. You just click the button, you could put your controller down, go for a fag or wherever, and it'd come back. So I thought I'd try it out. Anyway, after the last video things didn't go so well, so I came up with a plan to try and solve my problems. So right, in this video that's what we're going to do. We're going to try and make this fucking thing work. Right, so those of you that watched the last video will obviously recognise this. It is slightly different to last time. I've added some LEDs. I've added a new camera mount because one of the big complaints with the last video was there was no crash footage because I didn't have my GoPro on, because what was happening was when my quad was disarming in the air, obviously my goggle DVR was stopping recording, so I didn't have any footage of it crashing to the ground. But don't worry, in this one there's more cameras than you can fucking ever need, so we're alright there. What I've done this time, I had a little Go 2 that I never use, so I've put that on for a bit of for a bit of footage. So we're going to have what we're going to have not action 2, we're going to have Go 2 footage, we're going to have some DVR, we're going to have some stick cam, we're going to have some footage off my phone, and we're going to have some GoPro footage. So if anybody complains about footage this time... Right, so I'll quickly show this off actually, just before we get into the actual video itself. One thing I did add to this, which I thought was a neat little feature, usually when you power your quad up, you sat there waiting for a few minutes for your GPS to kick in. But I got this thing from Betaflight called the GPS Mate. Now I know you can't see it very well. I'll put a little close up on the screen now just so you can actually see. I've got it strapped to the top of my VTX, and what it is essentially it's a buzzer and a little battery all in one. And what it does, if I press the button on the side there, you see now the lights on my GPS have lit up, so that actually powers your GPS up so that you can get a lock without having your VTX blasting away. So that's a quite handy little thing. I reckon that might come in handy today anyway. So right, enough waffling on. Same plan, we're going to go out, we're going to put a marker on the floor, we're going to set this thing off in the air, and then we're going to see if it lands. So, right, let's go. And by the way, just for those of you that are curious, I'm not an idiot. I haven't just put a camera and a GPS thing on and thought, oh, that's brilliant, that'll solve all my problems. What I actually did was, after reading through some of the comments on the last video, and a lot of them were helpful, don't get me wrong, I sort of went through all my settings again, and the one that sort of stood out and a lot of people commented on was the fact that it was possibly me, I forget exactly the name of it now, it's basically the throttle hover value or whatever it's called. I'll put a screenshot of Betaflight on now so I can show you which setting I mean. So what I actually did, I went out literally with a battery on storage charge and just sort of hovered the quad really to, and I had the throttle value in my goggles just to get the sort of throttle level of my goggles. I think it was 9 or 10%, something like that, and I was, a stable hover. Then what I did after finding on, again, I'm terrible with this, I forget the name of the guy who made the video, but I will link it below, because if you're looking at about GPS, it's a cracking video. One of the things that I did find, it said you take your throttle value, you times it by 100, and then plus 1,000, and then that's what you set your throttle value to on Betaflight. So that's what I did. Right, so here we are out for attempt 2. I don't know if you can see behind me there. I've come to a different spot, so there's a lot more room than I had last time. Because if you remember in the last video, I had to climb through a bush to get it when it fell behind me. So I've made a bit of a boo-boo though with this video. I forgot to bring my landing pad. So what I'm going to do, that's after I fell over, I don't know if you can see it over there, I've got my battery bag down there, and I'll sit my quad on top of that, and I'll use that as a reference point for if landing does happen to work, at least I've got a reference of where it took off from, so we can see how far away it was. So, right, while I get my gear set up, first thing I'll do is turn on my GPS, mate, and you can see there, no battery on this quad now, but my GPS is on. So while I get set up, hopefully that should lock some satellites. Right, I don't know if you can see that flashing there. GPS has got lock. So the only thing left to do now is power this quad up. Now the plan is, I'm going to head down that way, maybe 100 metres, 150 metres. The wind's starting to blow now, so when I come back it will be coming against me, but I don't think that really matters. This is powerful enough to fight it. It's only maybe 10 or 15 mile an hour winds. So this time I'm not going to be short of footage. I've got the Go 2 on here, which I'll start recording in a minute. I've got my stick cam, and then when I do press return to home, I'm going to take my goggles off and I'm going to use my phone to try and record it either landing or plummeting to the ground. So this time we should have plenty of footage. So right, let's power this thing up. And obviously the LED lights, so when we're trying to find it in the hole in the ground in 10 minutes or 5 minutes. You can hear there, obviously GPS lock. Everything looks good. So we'll connect to the camera. I haven't used this for a while, so hopefully this is alright. Right, so we'll start stick cam working. And then we'll start the Go 2 recording in 3, 2, 1. So that's recording. Now the only thing left to do is get the goggles on and take off. So, right, wish me luck. Right, so 18 satellites. Put in angle mode, angle mode into acro. Right, so I'm going to arm the quad in 3, 2, 1, arm. I suppose the only thing left to do is take off. Like I said, this time I'm going to keep relatively low. I don't want to carry on that happened last time. As you can see, there's nothing around me, so right, 250 metres away. I think that should give it plenty of time to sort itself out. So, right, there we go. I'm not shooting myself. Ooh. 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 I'll go with that, son. Get on. Well, I think we'll call test 1 successful. That was maybe what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 foot from the bag. But compared to how things went last time, I'm well chuffed with that. It's in one piece. Hey. Right, let me just sort my hands out and stop shaking, then we'll come back for attempt 2. Well, I'm genuinely excited about that. My hands were shaking a little bit there, I got that carried away. So, right, first test successful. I think the only thing left to do now is send it up again and have another go. Yeah, fun. Right, let's go. What was that first in? 17 foot. So we'll power her up and we'll try again. So this is attempt 2. So, start me stick cam, start the Go 2. Right, this is attempt 2. This is so nerve-wracking. Right, so I'm going to do exactly the same thing we did before. I'll try and get it on my phone again without sounding like a 6-year-old girl getting a presents at Christmas, but right, let's go. So armed. Oh, I have the rescue switch still clicked on. Alright, let's go again. We'll do it slightly different this time. We'll go over this way, so when it's coming back, it's coming directly at me. Hopefully the first time wasn't a fluke, but a little bit windy out, as you can no doubt tell. Right, so that's 200 metres away. Arrow's looking in the right place, so right, let's go again.
GPS.
Pumping up. Very difficult to see. Oh, here it comes, I can see it now. This is attempt 2, don't forget. Oh, no, disarmed in the sky again. Well, no bush this time, but barbed wire fence. Oh. Well, as luck would have it, everything looks alright. Yeah, I wonder what happened that time. It seems to get to me and then sort of violently twitch. I don't know if you could see that on the phone footage, but right. Well, we'll get reset up and we're going to have another go, because we're running at 50 and 50 at the minute, so right, we'll try again in a minute. So the plot thickens. We're now running at 50-50. Don't know why that was any different. It seemed to come back just like the last one did, but then it's very difficult to see on the phone footage, but it sort of like jerked violently and then just disarmed. Again, until I actually look back at the footage properly, I haven't got a clue what happened, so all we can do is try again. So let's go. You know, I was really excited after it worked the first time, but it looks like we're back to square one, but never mind, that's life. Hi Mum, I'm on telly. Well, you too. Right, gig's off. Phone's ready in my pocket.
Default angle mode, acro mode on.
I'll drop my goggles. Oh, we're alright. Right, we've got 19 satellites. Battery's at 3.9. I think you're just going to have to try again, I think. So I'm in the quad. Let's go. We'll go the same way we went last time, just in case that makes any difference. Which again, it shouldn't, but so we'll go about 250 metres away, I think. Start coming back. I'm over there somewhere. So we're here. 247, 18 satellites. Oh, I'm nervous. Right, fuck it, let's go.
GPS. Default.
Ooh.
Angle mode.
Oh, that literally just disarmed where it was.
Armed. Acro mode on.
Oh, that was weird. I'll try that again. Right, we're 68 metres away, not really that far, but shall we try that again, see what happens?
GPS. Default.
Well, 3 attempts, 3 different things. See if I can arm and... I don't know with this fucking quad, I really don't. Okay, other than the GPS, it flies absolutely fine. That's a little buzz of the tower moment. You get so much hang time on a 7-inch. Right, enough fucking about, let's land this thing and have a quick look at it. Well, one thing's for sure, that's the closest I've landed to the fucking battery pad all afternoon. What can we say? That's 3 flights, 3 different outcomes, which is genuinely not something I expected when I come out to do this test. I think this thing has more issues than it lets on. I really do. Like I say, other than the actual GPS being, well, it's not that it doesn't work. Obviously you saw that it comes back every time. Oh, apart from that last time where it just fell out the sky, but I don't know. Right, that's it now. I'm going to pack my gear away. I'm going to mope while I walk home, have a think, and we'll go back to the spare room and we'll have a little chat about what I think was wrong. So, I'll see you there. I fucking hate you. Well, yeah, so there we are. That's what happened. Literally 3 different things on every flight. I got a bit pissed off in the end, and I only had 1 battery, and I sort of came home because I'd had enough. So yeah, we had first flight, almost perfect. It seemed to come back fine, then almost like circle round and find its way back to, what was it, 17 feet of where it took off from. So not bad, I'll call that a win. Second time, back to square one, dropping out of the air. And third time, it just, whenever I pressed the rescue button, it landed where it was. So I'm kind of at a loss really with this thing. Again, if any of you guys have any ideas, just put it down in the video description. Yeah, if any of you guys have got any ideas, just put it down in the comments, because I'm genuinely at a loss. I'm going to keep flying it though, because other than the fact that it falls out the sky, lands or disarms itself every time you press the return to home button, it actually flies really nice. I've got no issues with how it flies. I might just reset it to how I had it before really, and not rely on the landing feature, just sort of use the GPS rescue as a bit of a fail-safe, so if I lose connection, it'll come back and then I'll take control and land it myself. So yeah, the plot thickens, as I said. So not really a positive ending to this one, but not a negative either, because I did have 1 instance where it landed, so I'm definitely taking that as a win. So, God, I hope I don't have to make part 3. Anyway, if you did enjoy this video, please think about giving it a thumbs up and subscribing, and leave a comment down below if you've got any idea what's up with it, and if you think I'm an imbecile, or if you want to see part 3, let me know. Please don't say part 3. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you later.